What's up? It's Marv at the Mindset Podcast, and for today, I want to give my short take, and it's going to be on the Jaron Ennis versus the Romain fight. Okay, I'm going to be giving a little review, so let's dive into it. But first, I want you guys to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the channel so you support. So let's get into it. So in this fight, it was a lot more exciting. Okay, I like the way that Jaron Ennis was moving in there. Okay, he had great footwork, great defense, and when he didn't want to get hit, he just didn't get hit anymore. Okay, his countering was beautiful, and then on top of that, his combinations was the serious problem in this fight. Okay, and he won all 10 of those rounds. Okay, I mean, it was some trepidation here and there because Romain Villa, he had a lot of heart, and he was trying to catch Jaron Ennis off guard. Okay, he was trying to catch him with some clean shots, and he put up a good fight, and he put up a good performance. But he took a lot of punishment, in my opinion. I don't believe that he's going to be the same fighter anymore after this. Okay, because I'm pretty sure that he has a broken nose for sure. I'm pretty sure that he has broken ribs for sure. You know, and the crazy thing about Jaron is, you know, he was he wasn't even just focusing on the head. Okay, he was going to the body multiple times to the body. Okay, while Vila, on the other hand, you know, he was just trying to stay in it, stay competitive. All right, now he didn't run away like Jaron's previous opponent. Okay, because his previous opponent, he was just trying to survive, and he did. Okay, but Jaron, he was having issues with cutting the ring off on him because of his opponent's great footwork. I mean, it was exceptional, but he didn't engage, so he lost all 12 rounds. Okay, but as far as Vila, on the other hand, he was trying to win. He came to win, and he lost. All right, he was trying to get that one big shot, and he did get a couple of good shots in it. He had a good uppercut, a good straight right hand to the face. I mean, he caught him. But Jaron, he also showed that he has a chin, and he's not going to go down easily. Plus, I also believe that Jaron, he just did not respect Vila's power, in my opinion. Okay, because he was taking some shots. He was. The shots that he chose to take. All right. But it's clear that Jaron, he's on a level of stardom that's going to obviously build up. I think that he's going to be the next big thing. And I'm aware that he wants Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, either or, because that's definitely going to boost his career for sure. But right now, it's just not the right time. Because Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, this fight has been building up for the past 5 or 6 years. And now we're finally getting it. So, do I believe that Jaron is going to fight these fighters? Yes, I do, but just not now. Okay. But there are some fighters who he can go after and beat up in that division. He could go after Emmanuel Stanionis. Okay. He was trying to fight Virgil Ortiz, and then Virgil Ortiz, he had more issues pertaining to his health for the third straight time. Okay. And then he could also fight Keith Thurman. He could fight Ugas, build his name up like that. And if he takes out Keith Thurman, who is definitely going to go to the Hall of Fame for boxing when it's all said and done, if he beats him in a worse way than Manny did, say he knocks him out cold or something like that, or stops him to the body, because we all know that Keith Thurman doesn't take body shots well. There's nothing to go but up for Jaron Boots Ennis. So to me, I just think that Jaron, he's on a whole nother level. Now, do I actually think that he could beat Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford? We don't know yet. But this is something that I would like to see in the future for sure. Okay? Because Jaron, he is a problem. All right? A serious problem. And, his footwork and his countering ability and his combinations were so crisp and clean. It's like, what can you say? I mean, it was perfection pertaining to the level of excitement that we were getting from this fight. I mean, I knew it was going to be a tough fight because Vila, he was no slouch and he wanted to win. I mean, he was throwing some clean shots. He caught him, but he ate those. Okay? He ate those. And in my opinion, I also believe that Vila was kind of tailor made for somebody of Jaron Boots Ennis to be able to win that fight. Because Vila, his style is coming forward. Okay? Coming forward, trying to bang it out, not necessarily trying to outbox his opponent. In fact, in my opinion, I think that Vila lost his last fight. Okay? The judges, they got it wrong. It should have been Rashidi Ellis who won that fight because Rashidi, he was outboxing him throughout most of that fight. And then it came down to those two knockdowns that happened in the same round. Okay? It didn't happen in all the other rounds. Okay? But it happened in the same round. And I do feel like that definitely did sway the judges. But in my opinion, I can see why the judges also gave Vila that fight also. But like I said, he was getting outboxed by Rashidi. And Rashidi, he didn't have enough power to keep Vila off him. So that was his issue. And if it was Rashidi Ellis versus Jaron Boots, I believe that Rashidi probably would have been stopped in maybe about 5 rounds because he couldn't take that level of punishment. Plus, then on top of that, as the fight kept continuing, the more and more his conditioning went down. Okay, he started to get more and more tired. So that's what cost Rashidi. But when it comes to Jaron, on the other hand, his punch placement, his clean shots, his excitement, all right, there's no way that Rashidi would have been able to beat him. It's just a fact. Okay? Plus, he did not have enough power to even make him flinch. All right? Now, he definitely did catch Vila a couple times with a couple good shots. And Vila, he did feel those, but he shook them off. And for Jaron to knock out Vila in such dramatic fashion, he's on the rise. And he's somebody who's definitely going to be a phenom in this sport for sure. Okay? So that's my perspective on the Jaron Boots Ennis versus the Romain Villa fight. What's next for Jaron? Hopefully, he'll get the Keith Thurman fight that I was speaking of. What's next for Villa? He definitely needs to think about who he's going to go up against next, because he could get knocked out and it could be worse, because he took a lot of punishment. And I don't believe that he's going to be the same fighter, especially after this fight. So that's my perspective on this fight. That's my short take, and have a good one.